G'day everyone, my name is Petri and welcome to Aussie Racer. Before we start, I just want to tell you a little story, and it all begins with two guys in a garage, this time being Sandy and myself. He was working and I was hanging around wasting his time, so he contacted me and said, "Hey Jerk, I really want to start a show." Now I'm pretty gullible, and within half an hour we had a name, a concept and our first Aussie Racer Challenge lined up. Since then, we've raced on dirt, sand, rocks, in mud, on a bike, a boat, tarmac rally, snowmobile and a dirt bike.
A horse.
Every adventure has involved countless hours getting Sandy, the crew, our extended family and everything ready to compete. In this case, it is just simply back to Sandy and myself, and we're not allowed to even touch the cars or have anything to do with the garage. I'll let him explain.
We're heading off to the World Time Attack Challenge in Sydney, Australia. This time round, we'll be travelling with the guys from Harrop Engineering. They've put together an M3 BMW and a Toyota 86, both supercharged obviously, because that's what they're famous for. I haven't seen the cars, I haven't even met the guys from Harrop yet, so this is going to be a wild one. I know nothing about Time Attack, so I feel like a schoolboy cramming for an event. Should be interesting. One cracker weekend coming up. Yes, Harrop Engineering, an Aussie company that's seen over 60 years of growth, who produce world-class power and performance packages. Somehow, Harrop want me to drive their cars at the World Time Attack in Sydney Motorsport Park. Are they crazy?
Oh, can't believe you got that back.
Sydney, Australia.
Excellent.
There's a big problem right there. There he goes.
The sun is just beaming down here now on this insane event, the World Time Attack. It's an octane-fueled sideshow, all buzzing around the electric mix of teams and cars who are striving to take their machinery as fast as it goes to achieve the one perfect lap. It's gonna be one hell of a weekend. So we've just arrived at Sydney Motorsport Park. I met the guys from Harrop. Had a quick look at the cars, not a big look, but I have no idea what's going on.
Professional stuff.
I'm excited about this one. There's some crazy cars here, which throughout the show I'm sure you'll get to see. I just want to get into it now. I'm excited about it. Let's do it. First up, it's scrutineering, and as you know, I'm never comfortable with this. This man's gone through everything. The car, so far so good. That's because I'm with professionals. It all worked out. Scrutineering is done. Thank you, sir. So let's meet our other driver. This is David Schart. Hailing from America, he's a longtime friend of Harrop and president of the prestigious company Forgeline Wheels. And the guy in the middle is the GM of Harrop Engineering, Heath Moore. He has a good history with the World Time Attack and is the man responsible for getting Dave and myself in as guns for the Harrop World Time Attack Challenge campaign.
We've got the M3 product and the Toyota 86, and Harrop's now really about those global vehicle platforms, like they're sold into other countries. So with our supercharger system and the brakes and the suspension, it's the perfect event to showcase that and put some crazy guys like you behind the wheel and go out there and see where they sit.
We've become friends over the years, and he's been trying to get me to come to Australia for a while. It's a big trip. You don't want to come to Australia for just a couple of days with the 15-hour flight. And so he presented me with the opportunity to potentially drive the car in this event, and how can you say no to that?
We've got a test day. You guys can sort of swap cars and see what you like, and they're very different cars. Like one's 1,200 kilos and say 200 kilowatts at the rears, and one's over 400 kilowatts at the rears and 1,600 kilos. So the dynamics and the way they move and the way they use the tyre up is going to be sort of quite different. But this event's grown massively. I think they had 12,000 people here in 2012, and this year they're going to get probably close to 30,000. So it's a big deal. And the format for the day is you don't have to practice, qualify, and then go and race. It's literally at any time over the 2 days, your best lap counts. So
yeah, you get as many attempts as you can fit in that 20 or 30 minute window of running.
So the weather forecast is hot, and these are just road tyres, and it's not going to hold up over 10 laps or 12 laps. So, you know, we can go out, circulate, bring the tyres into that zone, go for it, back off, then go again. We've got the team from Harrop up here, so we've got the data analytics that we can look at, do some driver coaching, and just basically just tune the cars up over the next 2 days, and you guys are going to have a ball.
All right, let's go and see what we can do. All good? All right. Here we are, first test session in the M3. So this should be interesting. Dave's rolling out in the 86 as he reckons he's going to be more comfortable in the lighter car. I have no idea right now, except for knowing I have over 400 kilowatts, and unlike dirt, I can't use all of it all the time. I need to feed the power in. Oh well, let's go. Now, while I'm getting a feel for the M3, here's a rundown on what Harrop's actually done to the car. Now, the main feature is obviously the supercharger kit. It's Harrop's TVS 1740 kit and has given the M3 a significant gain in power, going from 353 horsepower at the wheels to an impressive 525 horsepower at a screaming 8,300 RPM. The torque increases from 261 Newton metres to 372 at around 5,000 RPM, which is not helping me in preserving these tyres for the week. We only get a selected amount of tyres to use for the entire event. Other additions are Harrop's Ultimate Brake Kit with Ferodo race pads, 18-inch Forgeline GS1R monoblock wheels, MCS 3-way dampeners with Ibark springs and camber plates. Now I just have to learn how to drive this thing. The 86 saw Harrop develop a supercharger kit for its FA20 motor and a HKS stroker kit, an exhaust, tuned headers, ultimate brake system, and of course 18-inch Forgeline monoblock wheels. Huge torque improvements and a 55% increase in power to 186 kilowatts at the wheels. This car has a 6-point cage, so it's super safe inside. I tried the 86 earlier in the day and I'm definitely leaning towards the M3. I'm having a few teething problems with it though, and it's 35 degrees outside. The heat is destroying me.
You ever thrown up in your helmet?
Today might be the day, mate. Yeah.
Okay, we're rolling, dude.
I just gave it one lap out there, and the traction control, it felt like it was surging really bad, but Heath reckons it may just be the traction control just trying to kick it out, you know. A lot more comfortable for me than the 86, but I didn't really get a good chance to give it a run then. A couple of good corners, but no, I didn't even get a full hard lapping, you know. So you'll have to wait until next session.
Attention in the paddock. Folks, if you have any normal road vehicle parked in the paddock, you need to move your road vehicle to the figure 8. You need to move your road vehicle to the figure 8.
There are a bunch of classes at this event. We're in Club Sport, which is perfect for us as any of the faster classes require cars that are far from being street registerable. The other classes are Open, Pro-Am and Pro Class. Now, the heat is affecting me, but our cars are fine. The faster teams have much bigger problems as those cars are so off tap, getting engines to not blow up is a mission. Dave and myself did a fair bit of car swapping during the afternoon. Starting to learn the cars is great, but there's a lot more work to do. Oh, it's so hot in there. I'm feeling queasy already. Like seriously ill already. That car is uber quick. A little over rev before we left the pits even. So that's going to take some getting used to, huh?
Alex?
So tail happy out of the corners. Oh. But Dave's finding the limit of the M3's grip pretty quickly on those control tyres.
So a little excursion off the track there, Dave.
Yeah, I found the adhesion limits of the tires. The car feels great. I'm a little rusty and just trying to get it all sorted out.
As the day rolls out, we're finally starting to connect with our cars a bit, and hopefully we're keeping Heath happy with our progress.
Car definitely felt better. Maybe I'm just more used to it.
As I left the pit lane, we saw a bit of oil on the track, so I sort of played it easy around there. Got a couple of runs in. Car feels a lot smoother. I think I'm driving it smoother rather than trying to just mash the pedals. You just got to ease it in and ease it off. A little bit more finesse instead of quite so brutal. Just canned that because of the oil, like canned that session out there. But yeah, feeling heaps better. I was feeling really queasy when I came in from that first run, and even a little bit then. I think the heat's affecting me a bit out here, but we'll see how we go. Dave's had a great day and definitely knows his preference on which car to drive.
This car's a little bit looser, but I don't mind that. I kind of like that. Obviously, the power of the M3 is much faster. Yeah, driving this about 2,600 pounds. It's supercharged. You have instant power, unlike a turbo car where you have that lag. You don't even really notice the supercharger's on it. It just has great power, and the lightness of the car, it's very nimble.
Well, the guys are doing an awesome job. Like they're taking it reasonably easy, just getting a feel for the car. It's really hot here today, so the tyres are sensitive to that. But Sandy particularly, like jumping between the two cars and just getting a feel. And Dave from the US, obviously sitting on the wrong side. It's a little bit orientation out. But yeah, great job by the guys. The cars are progressing and let's keep tuning them up and order a big day tomorrow.
Cheers, and join us next round where the clock starts and so does the action. So being a flat 4, the 86 engine, Harrop have redesigned the Supercharger, basically flipped it upside down. This one's a 1320cc, and the one that Beamer runs is a 1740. And we've got basically 2-inch floor cores down each side. They've remoulded all this. Has been designed in-house at Harrop, so fantastic little kit. It's been awesome. And the power is just on every time you want it. Yeah, it's crazy.
Don't let it be the death of me.